Hey, what's up, guys? This is Speaks back again with another video. In this video topic, I wanted to talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, aka the Greek Freak. And what I'd like to talk about is, I think it's time that we announce that Giannis Antetokounmpo as the best player in the NBA. Now, I know that as the season progressed, Giannis Antetokounmpo has had a great season so far. Well, I wouldn't say great season. He's having the regular Greek Freak season that he's always been for the past 5 seasons. But I just said, as of right now, it's safe to say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the NBA, bar none. Because right now, it was a debate at one point earlier in the season with Kevin Durant, possibly, maybe Joel Embiid, and then you could probably throw in Nurkic. I mean, not my mistake, not Nurkic, Jokic. But in terms of affecting the game, winning, take your team to a deep playoff run, winning a championship, my mistake. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the league right now. Now, before the season, I would have had Kevin Durant as the best player in the league right now because of his extraordinary play in last year's playoffs against the Bucks, being down James Harden and Kyrie Irving and almost winning the game, beating the Bucks. I thought that Kevin Durant would have been the best player and he would have carried that on to next season. But because of the chaos that was happening all around Brooklyn Nets with Kyrie Irving's situation not being vaccinated, James Harden requesting a trade, and the whole Ben Simmons not playing situation, Kevin Durant had a poor outing in the playoffs where he got knocked off in the first round, getting swept by the Boston Celtics, and that was an embarrassment performance on Kevin Durant's part, because even though all those things happened, I still expected them to be competitive, where they could have at least won 1 or 2 games and kept it competitive, but they got swept and they got embarrassed on top of that. So I can't have Kevin Durant as the best player as regards to that, especially if you have a poor outing right there. So right now I have Giannis Antetokounmpo as the best player in the NBA right now, regardless if he wins the MVP or not. Now, right now, he's playing the Boston Celtics in the playoffs in the second round, and they just won, even though he didn't have the best game in the series. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna have better games moving forward in games 3, 4, and however long this series is gonna go. But again, Giannis Antetokounmpo just showed everyone why he's the best player in the world. I still think Jokic deserves to be MVP because of his consistency, great play throughout the regular season. But as the best player in the league, to carry his team to a deep playoff run and potentially win a championship, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in the league. He's done it multiple times on the court, where he's been dominant, dropping great numbers, efficient numbers, getting boards like crazy, and then importantly, he's starting to pass a little bit more, which is good. He's starting to diversify his offensive game, where he's working in the post. He has a jump shot. He's shooting a little bit of threes. His free throw percentage is getting a little bit better. So now he's just getting better and better. And if he's getting better and better, then the league better watch out, because this could be a potential dynasty where he could win multiple championships throughout the 2020s. And if he does that, then he's knocking on the door of becoming a top 10 player all time. If Kevin Durant would have done that himself, then he could have possibly been knocking on the door of top 10 greatest player of all time. And I will have to reassess who would have to be knocked out of that. But till then, I don't have both of them in the top 10 right now. But Giannis is slowly approaching because of his extraordinary play, and it seems he's always getting better and better each season. Because right now, with one championship, a Finals MVP, a 2-time MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, defensive all first team, and multiple All-Stars, 6 counting right now. He's trending upward and he's shooting there with a bullet. So again, he's already a top 75 greatest player of all time, and he's going to continue moving down forward. Right now I have Kevin Durant maybe as a top 20, 25 greatest player of all time, but again, I might have to lower him because of the poor outing that he had in the first rounds. And I understand that he did have Ben Simmons on the court, but still he had Kyrie with him, and that was a good enough team where he could have been competitive, but it looked like he was a deer caught in headlights. But again, this is not about Kevin Durant, this is about Giannis Antetokounmpo and how great of a player he is, at how he's the best player in the world right now. Now again, he's trending upward. He's already one of the best power forwards to ever play the game. So if he continues moving forward, he could possibly be knocking on the door of probably being maybe second or first best power forward. I don't see him being better than Tim Duncan because of the sheer raw numbers and consistency and championships that Tim Duncan was able to accumulate over his years, and the winning culture that he provided and leadership. Now granted, Giannis Antetokounmpo is a great leader in himself, but again, he has to provide more, win more championships, do a lot more for me to even consider that. But until then, right now, I give him that because we also forget to mention he also won Most Valuable Player and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, which is a difficult feat in itself. And the fact that he already won a game against the Boston Celtics, something that the Nets couldn't do, is already showing that he's trending upward. They're trying to repeat, even though they don't have Chris Middleton right now. So we're gonna see how the future holds for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I still have him as the best. I have him as the best player as of right now. Prior, I had Kevin Durant, but now is Giannis Antetokounmpo moving forward. And if he were to win this championship, it's just gonna seal the deal for me, and then seal the deal moving forward, because he's gonna be reckoned with for the next probably 10, 15 years, however long he decides to play, or if he, God forbid, doesn't sustain any debilitating injuries that might derail his career. So I see him trending upward. I could possibly see him winning multiple MVPs if he continued this dominant run to winning more titles, because each year he gets better and better, and he's trying to diversify his skill, and you could see it on the court and on the impact that he shows on the court when he's defending players, rebounding, he's assisting, and he's scoring at a high clip. So again, that's just a video I thought I needed to make because of all the things that just transpired. I really thought that Kevin Durant was the best player because of his diverse skill, how good he could score. But it looks like Giannis Antetokounmpo just is right now is a better player than Kevin Durant because of the physicality that he brings and how he's a lot younger, less injury prone, and that he just brings more to the table right now as regards of how he impacts his impact on the court and how he plays right now. So those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter as regards to Giannis being the best player in the NBA. Do you agree with my take? Do you disagree? Let me know down in the comment section down below. This Elo Speaks out.